Oh, I just demo reviewed for these people.
Oh, really?
That's funny.
Rip.
Yeah, I'm
It's
mentoring their
it's
team.
got Paxton.
Paxton's not playing. Paxton's not playing this season, actually.
Or sorry, I
Grana's playing
meant
on
to
that
say
team.
Grena. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Grana's playing for demo
Grena's on
for
that
them.
team.
Like, how the fuck do I turn that thing off? That is so annoying. Okay, whatever.
You should exit out.
Fucking. Your loadout sucks.
Oh.
This is fine. This guy's retarded.
Yeah.
Is this your combo scout?
The guy with the
Unusual is flank scout.
Okay. I mean, this is fine. I kind of like the aggression by your soldier because they're constantly keeping high ground. You get the other soldier, so it's okay. I feel like here you could definitely like bomb earlier. I don't know why you guys are. Well, you're dealing with the scouts, so I guess it's okay. I feel like you could get like definitely just. What? Huh?
No,
sorry, my game volume is really loud. Okay, whatever. This is like beast collapse. These people are. I don't know what's going on. I don't think I reviewed process, but I guess it's a really good collapse by your soldiers. I like that both of your soldiers had like really good aggression on high ground, because you kind of force them by being on high ground earlier, but not instantly going into them to stay on low ground, especially this soldier. So I guess that's good.
I also make sure to emphasize that a lot when I'm
Oh
calling.
yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that wasn't a compliment. This is Zing. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You guys use, that's fine. I feel like you guys definitely could have taken time to spot there. You guys had like massive ad, you didn't really have to go so fast.
The demo was dead, and he had just respawned by the time we walked through one. I wanted to take the advantage, or take the opportunity, but...
I mean, I guess that's fine. I mean, I could understand maybe like, you know, wanting to take advantage of the lack of traps, but you're gonna have to keep in mind that any trap is just basically void because you guys have Uber.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if the demo's alive or not. If he's gonna respawn that quickly, it's like essentially the same thing.
The only reason I said that is because in that situation, you guys seem to be less worried about the demo, but more caught off by the fact that there was a level 3 gun here. If you guys actually like peeked it, your soldiers could have spammed it. Your Uber wasn't necessarily bad, but it definitely could have been easier.
We could have walked 3 or 4 and gotten the gun and heavy like at the same time because they were so close together too.
Yeah. I think at some point you were like less than 10 HP and you guys had like lost 3 people
that was
already,
luck, yeah,
so that
we
could have
won
been cleaner. Your demo gets pressured out. You guys get a bow, so it's fine. You guys jump left. I feel like you guys are very slow to rotate. Like they're already on your pack and you just got to theirs. You jumped the scout on high ground, which is fine. Alright, so I guess this bit is fine, but what? What just happened? Did he get cratered?
Alright, no, yeah, he got launched and cratered.
Okay, well, I feel like number one thing is like I noticed you guys were super slow. When you're like by that time, if you guys you're sitting here and you're debating which side to go, and I guess debating on which side to go depending on the damage or their positioning.
We were gonna rotate left no matter what.
If you guys were so slow to rotate left, by the time that you're sitting here and you see that they're already on right side, it's just safer to meet them because you see that there's soldiers landing on them. So I feel like you guys could keep rotating left, but you lost 2 or 3 people in the process. If you were to sit here, you know, and just sort of like, I guess if you're waiting too long, by the time that, I don't know if this was Hinachi or whatever.
It was Midi.
Yeah,
that's a good point too, because Midi essentially fed there because we didn't really have anybody to follow up on what he was doing, but if we met him, then it might have been better.
I feel like he probably would have gotten good damage, and given that he was landing pretty much right on top of Grena and his medic, you guys probably could have actually kept fighting in them, given that they probably either would have just eaten tons of damage by him and not killed him, or they're all turning on dealing with him. You, being about mid-range, could just launch like 2 or 3 sticks on the ground and kill their heals, so...
Yeah.
I mean, typically I'd just say keep rotating, but you guys were already into them, or they were already into you, sorry. Oh, you're down 1. I guess was my bad. So like here's like this is what I was talking about. Like, I guess being this deep in IT is like kind of bad, especially when you're already down 1. I guess you're rotating heals between your flank soldier and pocket soldier, which is fine because you guys know that you're already down a scout. You could counter, But, like, you could definitely go faster here. You guys probably could have already gotten a jump off before this guy's gonna spawn, but as you... Yeah, I guess you guys are literally just not going for anything. I don't know. You guys definitely could have been faster. This guy's probably gonna roll out in time. It doesn't really matter who sacks, but if you guys see an opening like that, you could definitely go for it. Because you know that there's one less class spamming and choke, so if you could get the demo to debt or get him to be pressured out, then one of your soldiers could get him for free. Guess you're chilling though. A soldier fakes and that. Yikes. Okay. And Janachi kills the medic because he's still playing roamer.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
That's fine. The only problem is you have 4 people pushing IT here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We lost the 2v2 there.
Okay.
What the cringe? Yeah, I feel like
we
you
just
definitely
didn't have any flank presence there.
Well, I mean, you still have. You could have at least had one person go and at least passive watch it. I mean, knowing that you were down 2, that's fine. If you're gonna have ideally you want to have your scout come with your combo anyway, so you could run his medic up. But I feel like your other soldier could have just sat here and just watched it passively.
Yeah,
This
that's
way
kind of
you're
what I was
not-
hoping he would do.
Yeah, I mean, this way I guess you're not really engaging in this fight. I mean, if you're recording it for him, then he knows. But you wouldn't really necessarily be engaging in this fight. But you would at least buy time for your spawners because they wouldn't just run in, you know, knowing that they'd be uncontested. And you could fight this and leave and jump out or sort of play passive here and get a pack or whatever, knowing that by the time that actually they get through this doorway, if they're still fighting you, your spawners are going to meet you and help you. I wouldn't say it's really good to die for that, but it's definitely not good to just leave it unchecked either.
Yeah, the AR flank is just way too aggressive. Like, I think there's that disconnect that Janachi was talking about earlier to me, where it's like, we were holding really passive on our IT, and our flank was in their IT, so by the time they pushed choke, they were just, like, caught.
Yeah, if you're gonna play your combo in your IT, one, I don't really know why you guys did that, because at the time, their medic just got Uber, so you guys had 30 ad. And if you guys didn't know that it was ad, I guess that's fine. But if your team is gonna play IT, you guys can't have, like, your flank play deeper in IT, that's a good force.
I think it was just, like, a communication, like...
Yeah.
Fuck up. Maybe they didn't hear the...
If you are playing IT, then that's fine. You just want to make sure that they don't necessarily play like this deep into it, because like I said, rotating your heals is fine, but they can't get to your heals.
Yeah, they should be sitting like soldier on like the crate or something.
Sit here,
yeah.
Just spam it, just call it early. That's actually a really good place to force them when they're walking on. So.
Jinachi's doing a lot more stats than Shardis.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think that's because media
part.
yet to understand the roamer stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes, like, whenever I see situations like that, I feel like compelled to do it, even though I'm not supposed to. And it's not my job. Maybe I should, like, not do it though.
Or you could teach your less midi with your knowledge, I guess.
Okay, well, I mean, that was good that you cleaned up the scout on right when it got through on the demo. My only problem is that your demo kited to a side where your medic didn't.
Yeah, Zing wanted to rotate there, but I was too late on that idea, so...
Well,
my
I
plan
feel
was
like...
to leave choke.
I mean, I feel like because he walked to the right side, the only person he really had to defend him over here is his scout. And I feel like it's easier to take advantage of the widespread, I guess, space out in the open here, given that there was only one person on the right and you guys killed him. There's much, I guess, easier space here where you're not only closer to your team members, but there are many places you can go. You could leave IT and just sit here if you want. You could, like, sort of, you know, surf around these areas or surf up to this rock or whatever. Confining yourself to this corner, I feel like, is kind of bad. So,
yeah.
I mean, like, if he were to kite right where his actual players were, and he would have more maneuverability because it's such an open area, it's kind of better than just sitting left. And it's not like he wanted to take a solo on his scout because he didn't even have Uber yet.
Yeah, his idea there was just like, it was like a mid-fight and we could like rotate and just sort of like play it that way and stay in, but it didn't really, they were too fast and already.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I just think it's safer to play to the right side. I feel like...
Yeah, that's worse.
Fear.
Fear.
That's really all you have to say about that, honestly. I mean, there's kind of like nothing I guess you could really do if he's going that fast, but that guy was already kind of fast anyway. You guys get off a counter sack and you get literally...
Oh!
Wow. If you live, you're lucky. Okay, well... I guess that's fine. You guys are playing passive in 2. You guys could... you could probably go for another force, or they're just gonna kill you anyway. Okay, given that that guy died, this guy should live. Because you guys already lost one for it, you don't need to
If there's that
lose another.
disconnect, like
Yeah,
why is he
and,
so far up in
yeah,
IT?
I was
Yeah.
way back with you guys. I was holding. I
He
was in
does
one.
trade, but he dies for it. This is
Yeah.
really not that good.
I know I'm
Because-
calling that their demo pushes chokes, so it's like maybe he just doesn't hear.
Yeah, I mean, playing NIT, I guess, isn't that bad, but you should definitely play like here, because if his
Yeah.
combo were to realize that someone was fighting him on flank, the only reason he really got this trade is because his combo, walked across point without coming to kill him.
Mhm.
He probably, if they realized that he was fighting them upper IT still, could not have gotten that trade, and this hold would be significantly worse. Beast. Beast. Your medic uses, it's fine. You're cutting off the soldier.
I feel like this would be middy's job.
I mean, no, it's fine. It doesn't really matter, like especially on a last hold. Just depending on what soldier watches what, it doesn't really matter. You just have to make sure that they don't, I guess, end up disconnected and staying there on their own. Like Jinachi jumping between like 2 or 3 or both the soldiers going to fight the soldier at heaven is fine. Because I mean, really, all that did was make sure that one person is always checking one of those doors, and both of them jumping to heaven means that that guy in there is definitely going to die.
Holy
Just
flame,
even
bro.
again because their medic lives. Okay. I feel like here is when your soldiers should get a buff. Like
Yeah, bro,
the whole
rotating
idea,
heals right now. Yeah.
the whole idea between like rotating heals is that you constantly have one or both of your flank members or combo members buffed at the same time. So yes, that scout is buffed right now. So now that he's in there buffed, he can sit there and comfortably stay on high ground with a buff, making sure that no one pushes it. What he could be doing right now is rotating to get a buff, because he hasn't taken any damage right now, nor has he jumped. So he could rotate now to get a buff and then come back. So now both of them are buffed, or he's buffed watching a choke. So I feel like it is fine to have his scout there, but
That's
well,
what
I
we're
guess you
doing
guys are
right
doing
now,
the other
yeah.
thing anyway, yeah.
It was a little slow,
But
we
as
did-
he leaves, he starts pushing
I
it.
called that soldier's walking in IT, and I guess he doesn't hear this. This is what he was talking about. He just doesn't hear it. I said that he was in IT.
Yeah, plus, I mean, he is standing here, and the soldier's
Kind of
right next to
unlucky,
him,
yeah.
so I guess that's just unlucky, but,
And this is where he started tilting hard.
I mean, this is literally the beginning of the game, I don't know why he tilt. They get one in, nice. You guys push the scout out, that's good. Grenna, what?
Yeah, I think they
Soldiers in
forced it.
2.
Yeah, they just feed their soldiers.
Yeah.
They used to save the...
This is fine, you should save your demo.
Yeah, they were out already, which
I'm
I
not gonna
was
lie,
not
I don't know
expecting.
why Zing just did that. Because
That, see, I thought I was crazy because I was like, why are you all the way out? But he said it's just because they got pressured
Like,
by a
yeah,
soldier or something.
I was with you basically when I think so.
I don't really
Yeah.
understand. I mean, you had one person behind, but I think at least one soldier was aware of it. In that situation, because you guys have Uber, you should be more worried about the people in front of you, whether their Uber is ending and they're ending on low ground, and you're all sitting here. You guys could just use the ad and kill them and turn around and kill this person, or have your spawner kill that person. I don't think
Yeah.
you had to rotate half your combo through lobby, give up second for free, and bait your demo for that.
Yeah, that was my thing.
They're
I wanted to hold that aggressive still.
what? Zing doesn't even know the scout is here. Okay. That's whatever. Well, this sort of goes in, the guy goes for it. That's like the 3rd time that he's done that. They still have a sniper and choke, so... Gotta go Uber stream with the jumbo sorters with the sniper. Ah, Gruno's caught. Never mind. No sort of forces them, so it's fine. Probably rotate someone over here to help your soldier, but you get the pick anyway. You just have your soldier jump through. I don't know why this guy is this aggressive. You guys go for a buff. That's fine. I feel like also that Uber that you guys took, where you took like the lower lobby Uber, most of the time when you take a lower lobby Uber and they're sitting back on pipe, your demo just sets down 2 stickies and he just jumps into them. But you guys kind of like slowly walked all the way up, and by that time they were all out. So whenever you take an Uber like that, it's sort of similar to like catching them out with the rest of an Uber. You can just have your demo bomb forward and like cut them off really early, and just have your scout run up to meet your demo in time.
Yeah, I sometimes am hesitant about like bombing that far because I've had bad like experiences doing that because it feels just kind of like body and like I'm just like, oh, like I'm a DM lord. I'm just gonna bomb past
Well,
like the entire team.
it's not. I don't think it's necessarily bad. The only thing about it is lol. Okay, let me see, just so I don't keep talking over shit that's happening. The only thing I would say, to worry about is that the demo doesn't go too far because you need to make
Yeah.
sure that your scout has enough time to run your medic up.
There's that sweet spot where it's like you're like as far as you can be while your scout can still catch up to you and like you can get a
Little,
flash before taking too
you
much
guys
damage.
weren't really pressured in those doorways, so I didn't think you really had to use either. Also,
Yeah, I
I
didn't,
feel like
in this
this.
specific situation, I didn't call for a use. I think I said we were just gonna push the lower, and he assumed the use call. But I still, for future like reference, it's still like
Yeah. I mean, whether you called to use or not, if you just called to push lower RT and he used anyway, you should then know like, okay, I could just bomb into them. Just have just
Yeah.
have our scout meet up or whatever. There, I feel like the only reason Zing died, he did milk against the soldier and you guys took care of him, which was good. But it's because as he milked against the soldier, one of your soldiers jumped up here for some reason, and then 2 people were NIT. He did get pistoled by a scout, so I guess that drop, it really isn't his fault. But there definitely should have been one person watching IT here.
I was
I
watching
mean, even...
it.
What?
Just to pause right there. I don't know where Midi was. I don't know if he died or where Midi was, but I was holding IT, but they just shoved me out, so I had to go back for a pack.
Yeah.
Well,
Midi
here's
was-
the problem. I guess my problem with that is the only good spot for a scout to sit in IT is here. It's the only good spot.
Oh, no,
So
wait, we were
when you
holding
guys
E, though.
when you get pushed out of it like this, it's much easier to have your, because like I said, he didn't die to a soldier or someone getting through and jumping on him or whatever. He died because he got like long range chipped when he had 3 damage by a pistol. But I'm saying that scout wouldn't be able to do that if your soldier were sitting here, because yes, a scout can sit here and call it, and they could sit here and fight him in the
Yeah, that's
doorway.
what I was saying.
But it's
I don't know
much
where Midi
easier
was.
for a soldier. Yeah,
I think
if
he
he were to
died,
sit here
though.
and stuff this doorway, Zing would not have dropped.
Like I was.
No,
Yeah,
you
no,
guys had
Midi
both
w-
soldiers.
Like I was.
You,
Yeah,
and
Midi
I think
you-
one soldier here, and one of your soldiers jumped up here, but I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I was there. Midi got headshot. So
Oh yeah, that's
I
what
should have
happened.
been.
Midi was dead.
The minute I saw
Yeah.
Midi getting headshot, I probably should have just swapped over to IT.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
screaming,
Immediately.
flanks open, and yeah, we got collapsed on.
When one of your soldiers gets headshot like that, and your other scout needs help, given that you guys have your combo scout and your demo were still watching choke and sewer, that's fine. But when he dies and your flank scout needs help, it's your job to rotate over to him and make sure you're watching that doorway.
Okay, I'll call for that next time.
That guy is still sniping.
He was sniping her for a long time, and he gets a lot of picks too.
You guys get 3, so that's fine. Their health is super bad. That guy jumps way too early. This is really good cleanup on your combo scout. Nice. This is good. Oh, Grana. Oh, Grana. He lives. Never mind. Yeah. I don't know. Probably should have just left through 2 or something. Demo said they're setting up a gun way too late. The soldier's behind. What the fuck is that guy doing? Cringe.
Yeah, I think we were in through 5, and then the soldier just walked through 3, walked all the way around. So like.
Yeah, I felt like here's like a big issue is like although Jinachi died, that's if he died, your other soldiers, I guess, because you guys used as he died, so you guys saw the gun.
Right.
Midi should be worried about spamming the gun. He should peek either like, I don't know. You guys were already near 3, so either 4 or 5, and just spamming it early. You guys didn't really use that Uber to accomplish anything, by the way. I feel like after Jinachi died, you guys were kind of just sitting ducks, because for some reason, instead of actually committing to one side and fighting them, you guys basically just sort of like sat here and walked back and forth between this post. So it's like flash my scout who's not fighting anyone, and flash my demo and the gun is still up, and I'm just sort of like walking back and forth and I'm dead. So like when the soldier is behind, it's fine because he's probably gonna meet one of your flanks. You could just wait until post Uber to deal with him. But you guys should actually definitely commit into actually walking deeper into them here. I know your scout or demo did die when you were on the point, which is fine. But I feel like not only could your soldiers spam the gun significantly earlier, but you guys could have gotten more cap time.
I think Midi was in heaven when that happened.
No, he was. I think he was spamming the gun, but he didn't do it fast enough, so I died. I was trying to make point.
That guy is still sniping with ad. Oh, well, never mind. Wrong person.
Yeah.
Wait.
We
What?
dropped their med because Haku was sitting
What?
in the forward spawn.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I got the sniper.
it says that he's on. What?
No, wait, that wasn't it. That was this. That. Was that the play?
Yeah.
it
I'm so
was.
confused.
You just
But-
headshot the.
Oh, yeah,
So
I
is
did
Jinachi
headshot
playing
the, yeah.
soldier? Is he playing snipe?
I was playing snipers. I was playing scout.
What? But
If you can back up, you can watch what you're. This is what I was talking about with my team earlier.
Yeah, but I'm. That's not what I'm. What? How did the?
Yeah, it says that there
their
was a
medic just
sniper,
died to a
but
sniper, but
there's no
I don't-
icon.
well, I don't understand because I thought you guys both had 2 soldiers and 2 scouts. I just at least
I
want to say I
was
was just
sniper
curious.
for like less than a minute, and I got the.
Oh, you switched off and went out of
Yeah,
force.
I went
Okay.
immediately.
I was just confused because I thought their medic never walked through choke.
No, they were all walking through choke, and I just let their entire team walk by and just got the med instead. Like,
Okay.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Right
Okay,
there.
you're right. I didn't think they were through choke yet. That's my bad, I
This is what
guess.
I was thinking. I think I beef a shot, and then
Yeah, they get through like now. Okay.
yeah, right here. I miss a beef a shot, and I look back. The scout didn't spot me apparently. And I get the med, and I switch right back.
Okay.
on.
That's fine. This is a good shot. Here you guys could probably just go Al-Qaeda, really. I mean, you know that your demo's gonna have traps and choke. So you just like buff your flank soldier, just go Al-Qaeda, make sure you check this corner. If you go
Yeah.
Al-Qaeda because they're already down 1...
That was the plan. I think something goes wrong here though. I'm
you
waiting for
guys
us
could,
to get.
I don't know why you... I mean, well, the thing is, you guys don't really have to worry
Oh, two
about
scouts.
There's just a
getting...
double scout. But we
You
like.
They're
lose clean.
too passive.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
double
I mean,
scout.
that's just so weird. I really don't understand. Is that a Zing call? Why did he do
No,
that?
that's a call.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like it's significantly better to when you have that space. You could go Al-Qaeda because you know, I mean, if their demo has traps Al-Qaeda, that's fine. But you know, 1, they're down 1 soldier, and 2, if you go over here, you're going to spot him relatively quickly. Either he's an IT or he's not, and you already had 1 soldier there.
When they're playing that
Plus-
passive, it's just better to go Al Qaeda.
Well,
like,
it's just because like you don't really have to worry about anything else. Either you could have gotten in from choke or could have gotten in through Al-Qaeda. It's fine. But 1, I mean, like even if you do take double scout, you still rotate your demo to your heals because you never want your demo to be separated. So you getting caught out here is kind of just because there was 1, no one to help you, and 2, you didn't follow your heals. If you go demo scout, that's fine. You just have to remember you're not in the Uber, so don't try to actually run up to the Uber with them. But 2,
Okay.
when they actually did get through and they realized they were all on low ground, why did he use to run up all the way through here? Because he didn't even kill their medic. I don't know.
I was just following the.
and it's
whoever
just
was
poverty
following.
plays, like beefing. I think Ryan was leading that Uber. Maybe he called the use or something, and they
No,
were just chasing. But
I didn't even say to use it. Zing just
Yeah.
Yeah,
did it.
Zane was pushing that. I think we were
I
just
feel like
following.
it would. You guys probably could have taken that point without your demo dying and just saved the massive Uber ad for last. I
Mhm.
guess that's what I was just trying to say. But...
Yeah. The double scout call was probably just a shit call, anyways. Also, I call first to use into there because they're like ×7 on the point. I'm thinking like at least somebody's gonna be really free.
Double scout would be fine if you have a pick off upright T and you can go and take an exchange into them. But when you have such massive ad and you know they're gonna play passive because not only are they massive ad but they're down 2 people, you don't really have to double scout. You could just take the given space and save the Uber for last.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that at the time.
That's fun. They use.
I'm just stupid. I didn't.
I think
forgot they had
yeah.
that.
I think you guys
I'm just
forgot the
stupid.
massive ad. Jinachi's
That was literally
fine.
only me.
Yeah.
I think our med
You
guy-
guys live though. What is that guy doing? Jinachi gets their demo. That was a nice flank.
Yeah, that was really good.
Lol. You could definitely, yeah. What the fuck? It's just like chain feeding. Okay.
Yeah, and
That
was
was
most
sad.
unlucky.
Sad.
I mean, yeah. I feel like that was kind of just chain feeding. I don't know. That's just unlucky, but I feel like after you kill their medic, I feel like you guys could just like re-heal because I think your soldier was already like 50 HP and your scout had to go and get a pack. So I like ideally, even though your like main caller is not there, you guys could just like re-heal and then push accordingly. I don't know why you guys just kind of like fed into them as they fed into you. They're already fighting. Lol. No, it's a nice trap. You guys can recommit. You don't have to be this passive. They don't have Uber yet, but you guys are already out.
You're
So it's
about to,
fine.
yeah. Alright, but I decided to play that safe,
But-
especially because we gave him so much
Yeah.
space early on.
I mean, once you guys did get put in the corner, I guess that's understandable. But I feel like you might have been able to, if your soldier bumped forward away from choke, he could have made space and pushed them back to point. And you probably could have gotten a force or a med pick given that they were
Yeah,
still
like
30%
Shardis is
behind.
holding way up in IT again here. Yeah, see.
Yeah.
I think that's just
Donachi goes for a
communication
play, forces them, that's nice. You guys can stay. Yeah, you know this.
issue. Communication issue,
Right.
yeah, definitely. I think it's communication.
But the problem is that guy being that deep is bad because now you're down both soldiers.
There's a scout that goes behind, I think. Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
That was just stupid by me. I separated too far, even though I got the scout pick. Like I should have. Oh, I
Well,
landed that. I hit those, but
he didn't
yeah.
run in from he didn't run in from point. He ran in from like lower IT and he got in through one behind you guys. Because like
Yeah.
when you guys drop down and you're off focus in here, he either ran behind through IT and got into lobby, or ran behind and either got through
I
one
was
and two.
chasing one. I think I got one, but then there was another one that they're both of their flanks got behind, and I can't chase down both because one went through rollout, one went through one.
I guess that's fine. I would just attribute that to Junachi got a good force, but once you get a good force like that, you have to make sure the doorways are watched, especially for post Uber. You guys have had 2 Ubers now where they have a better Uber in turn because they collapse on you guys imposed due to people behind you. So after that, you should kind of like learn that like this person should not be this deep.
Yeah.
Other than that, the Uber was fine. You guys can commit because their medic is really far back for some reason. I don't know if that was called or not.
Probably didn't see it.
I guess that's fine. You guys are playing it safe. You know they have massive ad. That's good. That was actually a really good cleanup. I feel like again, well, I think you guys were just using to save the point, so that's fine. That was good cleanup.
Oh, we should have stacked that. We probably could have denied players.
I mean, yeah, but you were already down your flank. I don't know how much you could have gotten. It's basically just even anyway. Pretty slow game, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's pretty even, but
This is actually relatively.
Yeah, it ends
fast-paced.
1-1. They get a round in the last 40 seconds.
I think it's just
So just beat
relatively
the last hold.
fast-paced game compared to some of our other games.
That's true. Yeah, for a game that ends
Yeah.
for a game that ends 1-1, it was pretty fast.
It was really back and forth multiple times.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, I
Yeah,
guess,
that was
the benefit of this
also
sniper hold.
I'm just stupid. Like
Well, I mean,
forgot that they had a
the
sniper.
problem
I saw the
is-
sniper in the forest and I just didn't.
So I'm guessing
remember.
you guys called it, but here's my only problem with calling a sniper. Also, that was kind of bad. I mean, if you're gonna try and go for a play like that, I guess that's fine. But their medic was all way in, and you didn't really have anyone to spot for you. So unless you're gonna go for a play like that where you're blind to them getting in, you have to make sure someone's spotting. So that should be communicated better. And 2, you can't really afford to do that now because you're on pocket. That's a very like roamer play.
Gotcha.
I just had to like reiterate because you kind of have to get out of that mindset. It's gonna be worse on some other maps than it will be on this one or Koth.
I think
That's
they
unfortunate. I
dropped
guess they
their
just
scout.
peeked as you. Yeah.
They dropped their scout as on in their Uber. I just got like fat meat shots in. And so they just run away immediately. That's fat. That's good. And they just have that.
What the cringe? What is going on here?
No, not here. Not here. I don't think you don't lose here. Yeah, we win this one.
This is kind of scrappy. I don't know. You guys could definitely just like sit here. I feel like you could send more people to clean this person up instead of just having your demo 1v1 him. but I don't know.
We believe in Space Token.
Thank you.
They're down 2. I guess it's a smart play. Your heals weren't actually with you yet. I think Zing was committing to just holding. They
I
have
think this
like
was what
20
he said. He
ad.
called to hard build. Yeah. So like, we just
What? I
all
don't know what you're
Expert
talking
just
about.
hit. Oh, it doesn't show my weapon name, really? Damn.
That's just with every demo.
Really? Cringe.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they walk in, we defend one more time. Yeah. They walk in and we defend one last time. Second to last time.
Man, that was good. You're trying to go fast. This is fine if you just keep having Young jump through. You guys make space. This is good.
Good play, Janachi. Even if you died to the scout, it actually got us that, I think.
Well, yeah, that's fine because you trade, so I guess that's okay. You guys could deny this guy. I don't know why you're not stacking. If you deny this guy, you're okay. You do.
Yeah,
That's fine. Probably like go for a sack here. I don't know where your soldier jumps. I think you're shout. Yeah. Okay. Here,
Yeah, that was
you're like way too fast.
Yeah.
Your soldier. I think he was just spawning and rolling out when you were already sort of doing the same thing that he was doing before. Where sitting here was kind of bad.
yeah.
I don't know if you were going for a 1v1, but you again stepped past this threshold as a scout and did it alone. So that's kind of bad.
I was 1v1ing a scout and I got like a 70 damage shot in, so I thought it was like a good trade. So I walked in, but there was a soldier just hiding in a corner. So
Well, that's
I
the only
just
thing
shouldn't
is
have
that
went there.
with playing flank scout, like a situation like that does seem like it's easy to capitalize off of, but you never really want to rush from 1v1 unless you know that it's winnable, and you knew that their other soldier was up, and that you didn't have one with you yet.
Yeah.
So again, if you're gonna try and capitalize off that, that's fine, but you don't want to step past that threshold because if they did have a soldier, then you're going to die to them. You guys milk, use, but demos in heaven, so you didn't have anyone watching right side. And does he live? Oh my god. What the? This game is like, it's really slow. The majority of it is like you 1 second. But, I mean, you're just gonna go engineer.
Yeah, I
You
think
guys could definitely like off class more. I mean, given that that's one sniper play worked, I feel like because it's not that big a decide, you guys probably just have like a sniper or something like that.
The only 2 people that can play sniper is me and Janachi, and I usually default to going NG because Ryan's playing pocket.
Yeah.
Scout, so
And you never want to have your combo scout off class unless it's
Right,
like
that's
heavy
what
or
I'm saying,
something.
like-
But
I guess like we could get Midi to try NG then if we wanted.
that's bad because engineer is not an expendable class. When you got that gun up and moved it the first time, you were lucky they didn't push you then. But you should always be playing in spawn or in the shutdown engineer because when you have a gun, as soon as your gun goes down or is about to go down, your gun is just to stall time and get them to focus their Uber on it instead of focusing on the rest of your team or focusing on point because they have to. When you're on engineer, you cannot be playing this close to your gun unless your team has a very comfortable forward hold where you have a dispenser and your medic can heal you and whatnot. But almost all the time, sniper and gun should be played to just switch off of.
Okay.
Because you guys still had Uber, so if you were to switch off in spawn and come up either of these sides of scout, not only could your Uber be more efficient and you guys could cover more ground, but you could also check these doors easier.
Okay.
I guess you guys go left. That's my bad. I wasn't paying attention to it.
No, this was like they're just feeding because the game's over.
Yeah. So I feel like there's like a few things. I noticed you guys were trying to incorporate the whole, I guess like IT thing, and like rotating your heals IT. What the fuck? Oh, I just restarted. I feel like you guys could definitely have both of your players there buffed, and when you are, you guys could play more confident. Because I noticed when you guys were getting buffs, you were still playing kind of passive. Two, especially on scout, when you're sitting there and you realize, I got really good damage on this guy, I can go fight him. That is good cleanup, but you want to make sure that you still do that from a distance because it's much easier. Like, you don't have to commit for every single kill. You might get, a lot of good damage on that scout, but knowing that they could just rotate their heals over, or he could, I guess, get a bow before you reach him and whatnot.
Okay.
It's much easier because, like I said, in this situation, you're defending. So yeah, you get really good damage on him, but there's no real reason to actually chase that kill, knowing that you don't have anyone to back you up. If you had your soldier there and your soldier could help you, if a soldier fought you in a doorway or if their team fought you or whatever, I guess that'd be fine. But
Right. Okay.
if I were playing flank scout, I wouldn't risk it.
Mhm.
Also, I feel like a lot of times your demo's getting baited because your medic either seems to walk away from your demo or goes the opposite direction. And I know Zing doesn't typically play medic for you guys, but I feel
Yeah.
like at least when you guys play, I guess just something to keep mindful of medic in general is
It's
I
funny.
feel like
Zing and our actual medic are actually kind of opposites in the way that they play.
what do you mean?
Our other medic is uh, like I don't know. I micro her a lot, maybe too much. And Zing is like just does not. Zing just like does his own thing.
I guess that's fine. I was just saying like there are
Hmm.
a few times where either your demo got baited because you guys should have left him, or you guys had a Uber that either got your demo dropped or nothing made of it because your demo wasn't in it. So like the whole thing when you guys were taking a double scat IT, that could have been avoided for future reference because when they're down two people and one of them is their medic, one doorway is not being watched because there's no soldier. So you could just go a doorway that you think, or you could probably just spot them, spot where the demo is, spot where the demo has traps. Especially whenever I, get a massive pick like that or a massive advantage and opportunity created, the first thing I always do is a main caller, and I'm just like, just spot where their classes are. You could see if they're hiding, you could see or spot traps or whatever. So your demo sitting and choke there was the right idea, but I feel like you guys didn't have to waste the Uber going IT, and if you did get through IT, it's not really your medic's job to be there. Like you can send your flank through IT, but knowing they're that passive, it's not like you're going in for an exchange. You can kind of just save it. Um, so it'd be much easier if you guys just all went to and had people normally go IT after you buff them. And like I was talking about the whole off class thing, you really don't want to die if you're on engineer because that Uber would have been much better. The problem with that Uber is that you guys could not cover the amount of ground that they were already on, and you had a lack of cleanup because there's only one scout in a demo. So any damage that Space Token gets off can't really be cleaned up that much because your pocket scout can't go too far. It has to actually occasionally come back to his heels. If you were to just live, it would have been easier, and you probably would have bought time for your spawners or for your
Okay.
soldiers to come up.
All right. I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Yeah, so I guess that's that, right?
Thanks for helping us out.